Digital labor refers to all forms of labor that are mediated by digital technologies, including visible work, like ride-hailing, and invisible work, like content moderation or data annotation. Unlike traditional employment, digital labor often takes place outside standard contracts and regulatory frameworks. It can be paid or unpaid, formal or informal, and spans across sectors, geographies, and social roles. In this video, we look at 10 key concepts that help unpack the structure, dynamics, and implications of digital labor in the contemporary economy. Platform labor refers to work coordinated through digital platforms such as Uber, TaskRabbit, Fiverr, and Foodora. These platforms use apps and websites to connect workers with clients, often using algorithmic matching and rating systems. Workers are labeled as independent contractors, which exempts platforms from offering benefits like health insurance or job security. However, platforms retain significant control over pricing, task assignment, and account suspension. This creates a power imbalance masked by the rhetoric of flexibility and freedom. The gig economy describes a labor model where work is broken into discrete, on-demand tasks, or gigs, rather than full-time roles. These gigs can include food delivery, household services, freelance writing, and coding. While it offers some workers autonomy over when and how they work, the lack of benefits, collective bargaining rights, and income stability often leads to precarity. For example, drivers and ride-hailing apps may face sudden income drops due to algorithm changes or market saturation. Crowdwork involves distributed digital labor where large numbers of workers perform small, fragmented tasks online. Platforms like Amazon Mechanical Turk or Appen enable companies to outsource tasks such as audio transcription, object recognition, and survey completion to a dispersed workforce. Workers are typically paid per task, sometimes only a few cents, and face intense competition. The anonymity and lack of worker protections often lead to exploitative conditions with little oversight or accountability. Data labor encompasses the human activities required to generate, annotate, clean, or verify data used to train and refine digital systems, particularly artificial intelligence. Workers may label images, flag misinformation, or test chatbot outputs. This labor is often low-paid or unpaid, performed by under-recognized workers in the global South. For instance, image tagging tasks vital to developing facial recognition tools may be done by workers in Kenya or the Philippines, earning well below minimum wages in industrialized countries. Prosumer labor blurs the line between production and consumption. Users who post videos on YouTube, review products on Amazon, or engage with content on TikTok are not only consuming, but also producing data and attention that platforms monetize. They may receive no compensation despite generating significant value. This unpaid labor drives surveillance capitalism, where user behavior is tracked and analyzed to fuel targeted advertising and recommendation systems. Affective labor refers to work that requires emotional engagement or the production of emotional states in others. In the digital context, this includes influencers who cultivate loyal audiences through intimacy, vulnerability, and curated authenticity. It also includes content moderators who must suppress emotional responses to disturbing material. Affective labor is central to platform economies where connection, community, and engagement are monetized. It often leads to burnout, emotional exhaustion, and blurred personal boundaries. Invisible labor describes the background work that sustains digital systems, but is rarely seen or credited. This includes cleaning up data, moderating comments, troubleshooting software, or managing online communities. Invisible labor may also involve the emotional self-management required by content creators, or the mental load of constantly optimizing one's online presence. These forms of labor are hidden from consumers and often excluded from employment statistics, reinforcing their devaluation. Algorithmic management refers to the delegation of managerial tasks to automated systems. Algorithms assign tasks, monitor performance, enforce rules, and issue penalties without human intervention. Delivery drivers may be penalized for taking breaks if their GPS location suggests inactivity. Workers rarely know how algorithms operate, making it difficult to contest decisions or negotiate working conditions. This opaque control system reduces worker agency and enables scalable surveillance. Digital Taylorism draws on early 20th century ideas of scientific management, but applies them through data and software. Work is decomposed into measurable tasks, standardized procedures, and productivity metrics. In warehouses, wearable devices track worker movements to minimize downtime. In call centers, software evaluates voice tone and script adherence in real time. This approach maximizes efficiency but limits creativity, autonomy, and job satisfaction. Global labor arbitrage refers to the outsourcing of digital tasks to lower wage regions, exploiting global income disparities. Platforms access labor markets in countries like India, Nigeria, or Venezuela, where workers perform tasks for a fraction of the cost compared to industrialized economies. This allows companies to reduce labor costs while avoiding national labor laws. Although it provides income opportunities, it also reinforces global hierarchies and increases the vulnerability of workers to exploitation and market fluctuations. Together, these concepts show that digital labor is not marginal or temporary. It is central to how value is created in the digital economy. Whether paid or unpaid, visible or hidden, digital labor fuels platforms, trains artificial intelligence, and shapes online culture. Recognizing the scope and complexity of this labor is crucial for developing fairer systems, stronger protections, and more accurate models of work in the 21st century. Stay tuned for more insights into business and the social sciences. If you found this overview helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on future topics you'd like us to cover. I'm Dr. Dag, wishing you a fantastic day ahead.